As nightfall gently blankets the secluded village, a warm, soft glow begins to emanate from each home. The once darkened huts now shine with light, made possible by the nearby hydroelectric dam. By harnessing the relentless power of the flowing rivers, electricity has finally illuminated these remote corners of the world. Sarawak stands as a pioneer in Malaysia, leading the way with over 70% of its energy derived from green, renewable sources. The hydroelectric dams that tap into the mighty force of Sarawak's rivers are more than just engineering feats. They are the lifeblood that powers homes, fuels industries, and propels the state's development into a sustainable future.
Back in early 2000s, the then Prime Minister Tun Abdullah Badawi announced Sarawak Corridor of Renewable Energy, one of the 5 corridors. It is located in Sarawak. That particular initiative brought many of the dams here as part of its plan to stimulate investment-led growth in traditionally rural areas. Blessed with high rainfalls and abundance of rivers, natural rivers, so Sarawak possessed the perfect opportunity to harness power from hydropower generation.
At the heart of this green revolution is the Bakun Dam, one of Southeast Asia's largest hydroelectric marvels. Bakun doesn't just supply power to industries and countless homes. It stands as a powerful symbol of Sarawak's unwavering commitment to sustainable development.
Bakun Hydroelectric Power Plant is the largest power generation in Sarawak and supports the Sarawak Corridor of Renewable Energy initiative in Samalaju Industry Park for energy-intensive heavy industries.
Hydroelectric power generation begins with water stored in a high-altitude reservoir behind the dam. When released, the water cascades down through penstocks, driving the turbines with immense force. As the turbines spin, kinetic energy is converted into mechanical energy. This mechanical energy is then transformed into electricity by generators. Finally, the electricity passes through transformers to adjust the voltage, ready to be distributed across the power grid, delivering a sustainable energy solution that harnesses the natural power of water. The Bakun Dam, a towering marvel of engineering, remains the tallest and largest dam in Southeast Asia, standing at an impressive 205 meters. This concrete-faced rock-filled structure boasts a staggering rock volume of 16.93 million cubic meters. The dam holds back a massive reservoir, spanning nearly 700 square kilometers, with a catchment area exceeding 14,750 square kilometers. an expanse comparable to the entire nation of Singapore. To ensure the dam integrity, a gated spillway structure with chutes and flip buckets was constructed, with the capability of discharging 15,000 cubic meters of probable maximum flood event safely downstream.
Our first hydroelectric plant in Batang Ai is capable of generating 108 megawatt power. The construction was completed sometime in 1980s, followed by Bakun with 2,400 megawatt design capacity, completed in 2011. Then we have Murum HEP with about 944 megawatt design capacity, completed just recently in 2014. And in construction right now is the Balai Hydroelectric Power Plant with design capacity of over 1,000 megawatt, expected to be commissioned by 2027. The total installed capacity of Sarawak's large hydro plants is 3,452 megawatt. And in addition to these large hydroelectric projects, Sarawak Energy has also developed small hydropower plants that support off-grid communities and rural electrification in Sarawak's remote villages. So in Sabah, the Tinom Pangi Dam has a design capacity of 66 megawatt. It's a runoff river catchment dam, while in Kalimantan, a recently launched hydropower dam with a capacity of over 1,300 megawatt is being built to support the development of the new Nusantara capital of Indonesia. So we have these power plants, hydropower plants, and on top of that, we have smaller micro hydro plants that supports those remote areas. But what happens here, although the design capacity is up to 2,400 megawatt, on a daily basis, it might operate only maybe 70-80%, depending on the needs, and it's all connected. So Bakun is not supplying only to Cebu or the area surrounding it, Bintulu or the area surrounding it, but it can go all the way to Miri, Limang area. So if there's any power shortage, for example, from any of other plants, whether it's coal-powered or diesel-powered or hydro-powered plants, then we depend on the other plants to support the electricity generation to ensure that we have efficient and stable power supply throughout the state. When we talk about the local communities in Borneo, my personal observation, there always will be, some good and bad, but you have to look at the bigger picture, whether it brings more advantages or disadvantages to the communities. If we talk about the two big dams that have been established, Bakun and Murum Dam, located upstream of the Rejang River basin, Murum in Murum River and Bakun on Balui River, you should also see the communities living downstream of the area. And I'm talking about all the way to Kapit, Song, Cebu, Kanawit, not only those living around the area. Now, why do I say this? If we go down to Cebu and Kapit, they'll say that they benefited a lot from development of the dam, because they have lesser flood occurrences. Flood occurrences that would cost them lives and also losses in terms of properties. The water level can now be controlled at a very safe level, safe for navigation, and also sort of like a flood mitigation measure, because it controls the amount of water that travels from upstream all the way to the sea. Because of construction of these dams, we are also seeing developments being brought into the area. You see the smaller towns such as Balaga is now connected by road, where previously you can only travel off-road. And they still make use of the river transport as their main source of transportation. And most of the rumah panjang are connected to electricity. Now they have fridges where they can store their fishes, and also they have access to internet even.
In Malaysia, the average household consumes between 300 to 400 kilowatt hours of electricity each month, with a typical figure being around 350 kilowatt hours. Given this average consumption, the combined design capacity of the 4 major hydro dams in Sarawak, totaling 3,452 megawatts, has the potential to power approximately 7.12 million households. This estimate assumes optimal efficiency and average usage, showcasing the immense energy contribution of Sarawak's hydroelectric infrastructure.
Sebelum Tasik ini terjadi dulu, kami agak susah lah dari segi perhubungan dan cara-cara untuk kita mau pergi menghantar anak-anak pergi ke sekolah dan juga pergi membeli belah lah alat-alat kita seperti keperluan makanan dan untuk membuat kita punya rumah ke apakah alat-alat yang berat lah. Susah kita angkat karena kita menggunakan perahu dan kita melalui jeram-jeram lah yang bahaya. Lebih-lebih jeram yang tempat orang buat ini dam ini seperti Bakun, itulah jeram yang paling bahaya dulu. Itulah orang namakan dam ini Bakun karena jeram yang bahaya ini dulu. Itu yang tempat dam ini sekarang ini tapak dia. Bila kami bersekolah dulu, kalau cuti dulu 3 kali kan, 1 kali saja 1 tahun balik kampung, kena susah. Tapi kebaikan dia sekarang, senang perhubungan, kita menggunakan boat, air yang tenang. Yang bahaya dia juga bila itu saja, masa angin kuat lah, masa mau hujan ke angin ribut lah kuat. Jadi dia seperti laut juga bergelora. Tapi tidak selalulah. Bila kita tahu dia bergelora, kita pun dapat pergi ke tepi lah, supaya kita jalan kita selamat. Dan sekarang sudah ada Tasik ini kami dipindah di Sungai Asap. Kemudahan yang bila kami pindah di Sungai Asap itu seperti sekolah, klinik, jalan raya, dia juga bagi dari segi pertanian lah. Kalau dibanding dengan dulu perhubungan lah seperti jalan raya memang mudah lah, karena sekarang kita boleh senang jalan pergi Bintulu dan di mana-mana lah karena jalan sudah bersambung, jadi sudah dital.
The creation of the dam has profoundly transformed village life. Beyond generating electricity, the hydroelectric project has spurred critical infrastructure developments. New roads and bridges now traverse once isolated regions, linking remote communities and unlocking a wealth of new opportunities for growth and connection.
On top of all that, the cascading impact of all these developments will lead into the communities being able to market their producers outside of their local community. They can now export their fishes further, and also their local produce. Sayur, we talk about, padi bukit, and we talk about the local crafts as well. Beautiful local crafts in the area that can be exported.
In the region, the Batang Ai Dam is a shining example of success, particularly in its thriving aquaculture ventures. These initiatives are not only fueling local development, but also driving growth throughout this area, creating new opportunities for communities to prosper.
So Batang Ai aquaculture has provided a means of good economy for the locals, where they are able to rear tilapia fish and expand their market outside of the Batang Ai area. And in Bakun, for example, we have resettled areas which are given and compensated some amount of land. From that, we also see increase in tourism activities around the areas, including resettled areas.
With the construction of such a massive megastructure, it's natural for concerns about its safety to arise. The sheer scale and complexity of the dam prompt important questions. Is it built to withstand the forces of nature? Can it reliably hold back the immense volumes of water it contains? These concerns are not just technical, but resonate deeply with the communities that live in its shadow, relying on the assurance that the dam's design and engineering are robust enough to safeguard their future.
The major societal challenges or conception from the public would be the dam breaking. However, this is a popular myth surrounding any large dams that you see around the world. But be assured that these dams have been designed and built by experts, and it can last for hundreds of years in terms of the design and operation, and there is really nothing to worry about. I mean, it's something that should not be on the top of your list when it comes to hydropower dam operation. We've been advocating that to the locals that staying downstream of these major dams, that they should not be overly concerned on the safety of the dams. The Malaysian Committee on Large Dams, together with government bodies looking into the safety of these dams, are always there. As a matter of fact, the flying squad who went to Bakun has given them a clear signal that everything is safe, and these sort of exercises are conducted regularly. Engagement with society is very important. Education is powerful, so we need to educate the people staying upstream and also downstream of these large hydropower dams.
The Sarawak government is paving the way for a greener future by selecting the Bakun and Murum hydro dams as sites for innovative floating solar systems. These projects aim to generate an impressive 500 megawatts and 600 megawatts of solar power, respectively, further enhancing the state's commitment to renewable energy. This initiative will significantly enhance Sarawak's power generation capacity. The ongoing construction of the 50-megawatt Batang Ai floating solar farm, spread across 190 hectares, is set to transform the dam into Malaysia's largest and first major hybrid power generation facility. By seamlessly combining hydro and solar energy, the dam's total capacity will surge from 108 megawatts to 158 megawatts, marking a groundbreaking step in the nation's renewable energy landscape.
The coal power plant will slowly be phased out, but we will be seeing more renewable energy sources that could be harnessed and used, such as algae as biofuel in biomass production, and the more recent hydrogen. And it's good to know that Sarawak Energy is moving towards all these hydropower sustainability standards and also recognition. In Sarawak, we have about 4,000 millimeters of rainfall a year. So as long as we are continuously blessed with this abundant amount of rain, these hydropower dams will be sustainable. It will be there for years to come, hundreds of years to come, because they have been built to withstand the weather condition and also robust operations.
The immense capacity of its hydro dams not only lights up millions of homes, but also embodies the promise of a sustainable future. By harnessing the power of nature, Sarawak is not just meeting today's energy needs, but is paving the way for a brighter, cleaner tomorrow. This is a testament to the state's commitment to innovation, resilience, and progress, a beacon of hope in our journey toward a sustainable world.